Alright guys, whenever you watch movies, whether it's Chinese movies or Indian movies, we see images of the Buddha, we are always shown what looks like a Chinese man. This is something I've noticed, and this is a Hollywood thing, and not just Hollywood guys, because China pushes that lie as well, that the Buddha was a Chinese guy. I'm going to show you from history books that not only was the Buddha not a Chinese person, not an Indian person, but he was actually a Negro, a black man, guys. Yes, okay, not just him and his entire people. We're going to read this book, this very old magazine right here called The Crisis. Okay, this magazine was published in February 1940, guys. Okay, so we're talking about before World War II ended. Okay, World War II had already begun. It began in like 1939, right? So before it ended, which was 1945, that's when this magazine was published. Very old book, very powerful stuff. Let's see what this says about the Buddha. Okay, all these images that show a Chinese fat guy, is that an accurate depiction of the real person or people that followed the Buddha? Let's see what it says. All right guys, so here we are on page 39. It says the Buddhists were Negroes. Really? That's very, very powerful stuff, guys. Higgins, an earlier writer, thinks these Negro builders were Buddhists and originated in India. The earliest Buddhas are all woolly head, as in they have the hair texture of the Negro race. Woolly head, flat-nosed, thick-lipped Negroes, guys. Okay, the earliest Buddhas are all woolly head, flat-nosed, and thick-lipped. Okay, he says a great nation called the Celtics, okay, or the Celtics, guys, yes, of whom the Druids were the priests, spread themselves almost over the earth and are to be traced to a gigantic monument from India to the extremities of Britain. What monuments could they be talking about? Let's see. Who can these have been but the early individuals of the black nation of whom we are treating? I know not. And in my opinion, I am not singular. The learned Maurice says that Cushites, that is, the Celts, built the great temples in India and Britain, excavated the caves of the former, which is in India. And the learned mathematician Reuben Borrow has no hesitation in pronouncing Stonehenge, look at this, Stonehenge, to be a temple of the black curly-headed Buddha, telling you that the Buddha isn't a Chinese fellow or an Indian fellow. No, this is a black fellow with curly head. Okay, that's why in some of the statues that you may have seen of Buddha, they tend to depict his hair as a, a Negro nappy looking hair texture, because some of them are aware that yes, this fellow was a Negro, guys. Okay, and the people who built Stonehenge, look at what he calls it, to be a temple of the black curly-headed Buddha. So whenever you look at Stonehenge from now on, guys, it's important that you understand that this structure that you see in many of these, European movies, British movies, it was built by Negroes, guys. It wasn't built by a bunch of white people or a bunch of Chinese people or a bunch of Indian people. No, it was built by Negroes with thick lips, flat noses, woolly hairs, and dark skin. Okay, black people, Negroes. Okay, very powerful stuff. If you guys want to see the full version of this video, please go over to my YouTube channel. When you get there, let me know how you guys found my channel. Did you find me through TikTok or another social media platform? Hey, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.